Good afternoon, Internet. It's Wing Danglers. Got us a pretty day. Can't help but go ride around right here close. Most of these places I've been today is just a few miles. I'll give you a little history of what I know about this store. Alright. We're about, as a crow flies, we're probably not just a couple of miles from Sam Davis Bridge. A couple more miles to the Sam Davis Monument. Alright, sign up there says General Merchandise, Cotton and Produce. Established 1902, Big Red Store, Appleton, Tennessee. And it was the United States Post Office from 1902 from 1949. Now, I might be corrected on a bunch of stuff. I've always heard things about what went on here. When we was teenagers, no people used to do it. When we was teenagers, this place would run down, and we would come down. It's where if we go out on a date with somebody, bring girls or bring somebody you just wanted to scare, you tell them stories, because this building really did look spooky when we was kids and didn't know nothing about it. Read the plaque. It's a whole lot of Civil War engagements went on here. And this here says Sugar Creek Engagement. I'll let you read that, see that right there while I read. The Army of Tennessee's last military action in the namesake state occurred a mile northeast of here on Sugar Creek. December 26, 1864. Retreating south after Confederate John Bell Hood's defeat in Nashville. The Army awaited the arrival of a pontoon boats there so it could cross the Tennessee River to safety. After fighting the previous day at Anthony Hill in neighboring Giles County, Forrest's troops camped for the night along Sugar Creek and prepared for a Federal attack. Among the Confederate cavalry were Colonel George H. Nixon, Lawrence County men. Forrest told his subordinates, "The Yankees are coming. We're going to have to fight, and when the infantry breaks their lines, I'll throw Ross's cavalry on them." The battle unfolded that way just before 8 a.m. on a cold winter morning. U.S. General James H. Wilson's cavalry advanced slowly through the thick fog. Forrest had stationed 2 brigades under General Edward C. Walthall about 200 yards south of the creek's main ford behind rock and log breastworks. Additional infantrymen were posted downstream while cavalrymen protected the flanks, lying concealed until the Federals came within 50 yards. After firing a volley, the Confederates charged. Surprised by the unexpected onslaught, the Union troopers hastily fell back, losing at least 150 casualties and prisoners, plus many horses. Federal forces made no further attacks, and the Army of Tennessee crossed the river for the next 2 days. What happened at Sugar Creek showed Forrest at his best, in command of himself and in control of the situation, concluded one of his biographers. And like I say, this was the end of the Civil War. A lot of stuff is what's marked here. The last stand, like I say, the last stand of Tennessee was right there at Sam Davis Bridge. And on 4th of July, and if you look on Facebook, the Big Red Store in Appleton, Tennessee, is where this is at. I think they have fiddlers conventions here. I know 4th of July, they don't have no fireworks, but they'll have food, and they open this place up and let you walk in it and tour it, and it's real interesting of what this Big Red Store was. Now, as I may be corrected from what I've heard, this thing was here during the Civil War. It's got little caskets on the inside, and from what I understood, this place has been a hospital. It's been partly a prison during the Civil War. It was all kind of things, and then turned out to be a post office way after the war. And this road that goes through here was the road. I understood it was like the Pulaski Florence Pike. This is how horse and buggy way back when went from Pulaski to Florence. They cut that road, and you go to this road. It heads all the way up to 5 Points, or I take that back, Barnertown, Tennessee, and you just keep trucking, and you can kind of follow and imagine how that road probably went all the way to Florence. But again, with this old building, I heard that it was a hospital, and they actually had some of the people up top hospital, and if I'm not mistaken, it's a like a conveyor belt or a slide, and they actually slid the caskets down from the top down to the bottom. But now you come in on 4th of July, and they tell all the history of these places. It's real neat. I'm gonna walk up the steps. See what you can see. I can see Christmas decorations. And if I'm not mistaken, either that house or the house that was standing there before it, it used to be a boarding house. And when people would come up through that road right there, and they kind of come from Sugar Creek, like Pulaski through Minor Hill, and they'd have to cross Sugar Creek. They'd come up this road, and that was the boarding house. And on down there, if you go on the right side of the road, you'll see a bunch of old buildings close to the road. Well, if you'll pay attention, they're just not buildings, they're old stores. You can tell by the windows, or the doors and the windows, that it used to be stores. You see, it's a big old building. So I'll go up here and see what I can see on the inside. And you really need to look up their Facebook page, the Big Red Store, Appleton, Tennessee, and they have a Facebook page. Man, no booger's old. I'm so glad somebody fixed it up, because you really had to see how bad it was when I was a kid. You can't see real good in there, but they got bar stools. They got it fixed up a little bit like fountain drinks. See if we can see in there. Yeah, that looks like where you could get ice cream. It's a real nice old building. We've got a whole lot of super nice history around here, just right under our noses. A lot of people don't pay any attention. Well, this is the Big Red Store in Appleton, Tennessee, on a Tuesday, 60-degree day in December. And just had to get out and enjoy the day, especially when I'm off work. Wife said, I'm going to do something with my grandmother today. Get on your motorcycle if you want to ride. Well, like she was saying that, I was already planning it, so it ain't like she had to tell me. All right. We are out of here, folks. Y'all have a good day. Winged Anglers, please like and share and subscribe our channel. We're trying to grow. Have a good day.